the grow. Are you fed up with not having energy to get up in the morning? Do you constantly feel as if everything is colored in grey and life constantly plays sad music everywhere you go? And for some reason, it always rains wherever you go outside.
Well, turn that frown upside down. The Legion of Memers is here to give you some chuckles, you thingus. And we're happy to bring you something to help give you that extra kick to get you up in the morning. Introducing Coffee Brand Coffee. Fresh roasted with no gimmicks and plenty of flavors to choose from. Use code HAIL the LOM to get 10% off and to help support the channel.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Legion of Memers Memestream. My name is Superman, as well as Standard Green Wax, the creator and founder of the Legion of Memers. Thank you all for being here today, because I know it is Thanksgiving weekend and everybody wants to spend time with your family. So thank you for spending it with us. We love all of you guys. Hail the chat. You guys are already popping, and the memes are already fire. And just a heads up, we're going to be waiting to do meme break till towards the end of the show to give you guys a little bit more of a chance to drop some of your best work in there. So I appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to see those memes. Let's get started with the show, and we'll get started off with Devil Made Me Do It. How you doing this week, man?
I'm doing good. Devil Made Me Do It. You know where to find me, and check out Get Ranked tomorrow.
But do we, though?
And
Yes.
if they don't know where to find you, Devil Made Me Do It, where can they find you?
Here.
Okay.
No, Beelzebub on YouTube or Twitter.
All right, sweet, man. Go check it out. And sorry, that's kind of funny.
Well, I've been saying the same thing for a whole year. If they don't know now, it's they don't want to find me.
I think Devil Made Me Do It watches episodes of Doctor Who before he watches this show, and that's kind of what happens. Just saying.
Oh, so he's feeling a little bitty Minecraft him.
CJP, my man, what's going on this week? How you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good. Had a nice, quiet, uneventful Thanksgiving week, which has been nice. I made Breaksgiving because it was just me and my daughters, and I'm like, I'm not cooking a gigantic feast for the three of us, so I made breakfast, and it worked out pretty well.
Hey, man, breakfast still counts as a good meal. So, what'd you have? Like French toast and all that jazz?
No, we had bacon, eggs, sausage, biscuits. And I still
Okay.
made my grandmother's cornbread stuffing because it is Thanksgiving. I have to have at least one item of the standard fare,
You can have
Nice,
turkey for
man.
breakfast.
and then I stuffed it all in the cornucopia.
Stuffing covered in breakfast gravy sounds amazing.
Actually, it does. I didn't even think about trying that.
Derby Werby, you've had a very busy week, man. You want to tell the people what you've been up to?
I've been succeeding on YouTube, and then I got talked into watching Doctor Who this week. I tried to not Minecraft myself. I attempted not to drink myself into a stupor before the show, and it was very hard not to do that. It is what everybody's saying on Twitter isn't a joke. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who is not a joke. This is reality. It was that bad. It was so awful that I
Wow.
kind of wanted to cry. I died inside at the end. They have one moment where they try to make you feel all nostalgic and remember the good times between Doctor and Donna. The problem is, shortly before that scene, they completely cucked the Doctor and diminished him and made it all just a joke and that he's a bad guy for being a man. For being not just a man, a male presenting doctor and no longer being a female doctor.
But it was their decision to turn him to male. So who are they? Oh, no. Okay, whatever.
Oh, there's rumors behind that. Just wait till the third part of this special. I'm telling you, just wait till the third.
Wait,
I stopped watching midway through Capaldi's first season, and I haven't watched since, and I'm glad for it. Because to me, basically, the 50th special is where it should have ended.
And Kenzo's right. This was a whole giant avenue for virtue signaling. Yes, the BBC was 100% correct. This was just there to preach the message beyond reproach.
And we're definitely getting into that during the show. I have a feeling it's going to take up a good chunk because a lot of us used to be Whovians, and some of us have dropped off at different points. So I can't wait to really get into that conversation. And I have a feeling chat is going to have a lot of fun with the Doctor Who memes as well.
Shooty Gatwa was not in this episode. We can say that. The gay black doctor was not there.
Okay. No comment on that one. True pop culture, man. What you been up to, dude?
Not much. I mean, just editing down my Spider-Man story analysis video. 1 hour. No, I don't keep saying 1 hour. 1 minute and 27 seconds in, and I've got 10 minutes of footage to go, and it's taken me like 2 or 3 hours to edit that much. So I'm hopeful that it'll release tomorrow, but probably not. It's probably sometime this week. I did want to finish it this week, which is a shame. It's taking me that long. I don't know. It's a good piece of work. It's a good video, good analytical, well edited video. It's gonna be about 9 minutes. Can't wait for people watching to see it. I've been a little busy with live streaming as well. I've had my recent stream with Blabs. That went really well. Thank you everyone for supporting, checking out that stream. I honestly can't remember the last time I received like super chats on the stream. So yeah, the support was overwhelming. So that went really well. I'm definitely going to do more character study streams. And yeah, invite some guests that normally I couldn't invite on a Sunday on some late nights. Character study is not going to be a scheduled thing. I'm going to schedule it in advance, and it's going to make random appearances. Cloud have company. Very funny, Skota. Very funny. Yeah, I can't wait for the next character study stream. And thank you for having me on this Thanksgiving weekend. What is a Thanksgiving? I suppose you'll have to explain it to me. No Green Rocks.
Wait. Well,
it's basically like every Saturday for Jews, except they do it once a year.
Oh.
It's this wonderful time that we recognize that we're better than you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought it was a day to be thankful.
Yes,
yeah, we're thankful that it's an American holiday. We're thankful that we're around each other. It was started after the Civil War to try to bring the country back together. And on top of that, we remember that we are better than the British.
Oh. Well, I'm not British, so.
Yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, big shout out to Brahmable. He reached out to me before Thanksgiving and asked me what I was doing. And I said, I don't know, man, eating pizza. And he goes, nope, you're coming over. So went over, hung out, talked a lot of YouTube stuff because I really love having conversations with other creators about YouTube and where we are and how we can get better. So it was a really, really great time. And after that, I hung out with Common Nerd on his Rumble channel. If you guys want to see my lofty takes, I highly recommend go check out that. And
Wait,
roast.
what's your lofty take?
You'll just have to watch it and find out, my brother. Yeah, so thank you again for being here. And let's get started. So in the community notes section, we have a memer who got a shout out from Jeremy and Drunk 3PO on their show. So Extra Zero is sick, but he is in the background. He's being our X-ray girl for the show.
Yeah, he can't talk.
So,
He's
Extra Zero, if you can bring that up, I'd appreciate that.
These are Extra Zero.
Yes.
He's not Asian though.
Works. Doesn't matter. We're demeaning. He can't talk. He can't do anything. I like this. I like this version
Extra.
of Extra Zero.
DM is extra. So, big shout out to D-Day McLean. This was a great edit, and I love it when people make things and they're appreciated on other shows. So if you guys ever see, Legion Memers making things for you, if you bring it up, just tag us and, send me the clip and, we'll bring it on the show. So let's go. Oh, by the way, audio might have to shut off because YouTube's been hitting us a lot with not strikes, but warnings or whatever because of the music. You turn it up. I'll deal with it later. I'll clip it out.
I think this is their music anyway. So,
I mean, if so, good job, D-Day, using the YouTube copyright for music.
The show with Jay and Jeremy. We're gonna bring you a great Friday. I hope you're ready for the G&G Daily Show. Get ready for Jay and Jeremy. Boom!
So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was awesome. Keep up the good work, everybody. I love seeing the progress. But before we actually get started with the show, I do want to give a shout out to chat. So Extra Zero, if you could start bringing up the chat, I would appreciate that. Skirmer says late and no green rocks. We weren't late. We always start the show at 2. I just opened it earlier.
Impossible.
Dermy, Professor Savage says Dermy will be late due to being French.
fuck you, Extra Zero. Fuck you.
He was
Fuck you.
actually
Fuck
early,
you.
So give him props for being early. Just
I am
Wyatt.
not French. This is something Extra Zero started. I'm not French. I'm Irish, Scottish, and German. I will demean the French.
All right,
Fuck.
everybody, make Dermy French memes. Go
Hang
ahead.
on. Since when are
Napoleon,
Frenchmen late?
Okay, Pierre.
Meditative
Right.
says the French are very punctual people. Professor Savage.
Peeper?
People. Hail Skirmitar and Dermy Warren.
Well, they are people. They are a bunch
Extra
of
Zero,
perks.
why are you sick? Why are you forcing me to read? And of course, hail the Legion of Memers. Tris says late and Dermy.
We were on time.
He
That
was
is
early,
right.
guys. Cellshade says hi, hello, and happy Thanksgiving to my U.S. neighbors south of the border. Hail to you, my friend. Ashley? Am I reading that right?
Fuller.
Ashley Fuller.
Ashley Fuller.
Says, hi, chat. Doctor Who was dog shit. Yep. It was, from what I've been hearing, it's a doo-doo water. I stopped watching a while back. He used to be a really big Whovian, so.
Nice old Ash Ketchum, by the way.
Adam Sage says, hail. Hail to you, man. Dino Rama says, hail the Legion. Hail to you, my friend. Always see you in chat. Professor Savage that says, hail the Legion. And I did see a meme that was just brought up by him, and I need to go work out after seeing that.
Was it Boogie?
Narganol says, hail the Legion. Hail to you, man.
Hail Sean.
Paul Hadouken hopping in saying, howdy, howdy. And just so you guys know, both he and True Pop Culture came up with that coffee brand coffee commercial. So big shout out to them for putting in that work. Yep. Great work on that voiceover. There you go.
And
Horace,
everywhere
man,
you go, it's
appreciate you,
raining.
brother. We got more, I think.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's finger. Hail,
You
neighbors.
don't miss.
Hail to you, man. Hail to you. I see you all around, man. I appreciate you hopping in chat, dude. You're awesome. Jack Tarlad says, hail chat, hail the Legion. Hail to you, my friend. Statics 2020 says, that's YouTube's countdown music. Yeah, you know, I'm YouTube hit it. I'm not kidding you. I got like 7 different emails from previous streams that we've had where it was like, yeah, this can't be monetized. This can't be monetized. It has no effect on it, but it can't be monetized. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? It's literally like because it's like 10 seconds and not 8, it hits us.
They're
So,
cracking
like,
down on everything for obvious reasons.
I've been super careful with that. Tank Ferret says, hail all of you magnificent bastards. I like that. Hail to you, my
I like
friend.
an idea of a tank ferret. A ferret in a tank? That sounds nice.
Scummertar says, oh, wait. So Dermy not actually moved from France to U.S.? All lies.
Nice.
That's
mark.
right.
Wookie Bad says, hail the Legion. Hail to you, man. Thanks for hopping in. Bad Take Bojan. Tina says, good afternoon, friends. Good after you. Good
Hail,
afternoon
Mama
to
Tina.
you.
Hello.
Zombie Box Reviews goes, hail, my dude. It's great seeing you.
And
You
there's
know what's
DJ
great?
McLean.
Yeah, there he is, my man. We just played your clip that you sent over, man. That was awesome. Big shout out to everybody who's been coming in regularly, because I'm seeing the same amount of people coming all the time, and it's consistent. So big shout out to you guys who make time in your weekend to come hang out with us, man. I appreciate that very much. All right, so that seems to be it for right now. Let's go to the next topic. I wanted to talk about the full Aussie. Have you guys seen the full Aussie's videos called the full Aussie versus the Legion of Memers?
No, but I've seen the one where it's Mazza versus Dermy.
Of course, you'd see that one.
Yeah, I'm a narcissist. Of course I have.
So, Extra Zero, if you could just bring up that, yeah, there you go. Basically, the full Aussie. There's some awesome folks. If you guys haven't seen them, go check them out. Bunch of Australian folks.
They live in a fake country,
and they all live in where? Ohio.
No,
yeah,
Narnia.
Ohio. No, Narnia is real. They live in Ohio.
DMs. And if you have a look, they have something called the Full Aussie versus the Legion of Memers, where they take all the memes from the show and compile them into one, and they put out clips at the end of the show. So if you guys have not followed that channel, go follow the channel. Go check out Ryan Reaper's tweet. I don't want to take views from it, so I'm not going to play it, but go check it out. It's a hell of a laugh. And if you guys had any memes on that show, they'll be cemented in history. Holy shit! And speaking of the full Aussie, we got them here in chat.
Speak of the devil and they shall appear.
These are my favorite devils.
Devils
Sorry,
are
devil, when we do it.
Wait, so if I speak of RTD, he will appear.
Wait.
RTD, show yourself. Russell T. Davies, I want to talk to you.
And I look out for talent on any of these live streams, so you never know. Just hashtag the Legion of Memers, and you never know when we'll reach out. And Tris does cover the full Aussie a lot, so she does some great work on there. The full Aussie starts at like 6:30 a.m. my time now because of the time change, so I'm getting beat.
Wait, I want to get back to they're your favorite devil?
Yeah, they're my favorite devils, plural.
They're your favorite devils. I got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Devil made me do it. You're my favorite devil.
We also have something actually really interesting. Horny Alf, did you check out the show
Alpha
list
Zero.
for today?
Wait, what?
Where's? Oh no, Horny Alf's not in here. Did anybody watch the show with Az where he was modded?
No, he shouted it out though in all of our DMs. That was awesome.
Yeah, That is awesome. So I wanted to bring that up. I love seeing the success of everybody. So when something good happens, send it over to me. I'll give it a shout out. So let's go.
Do you need another mod? I'm willing. Horny Alf. I don't know if needing another mod, but I'll tell you what, Horny Alf. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna give you the blue. I'm gonna give you the blue.
So he just got blown by Az. Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay.
Banned everyone from the.
And they've been doing great on a lot of these streams. There was a record set last week for FNT, which was 18,700. Yeah, I have the list right here. Real BBC was 12,800. Neurotic Nooner was 10,200. So our fellowship is growing, guys. Keep up the good work, and I'm proud to just be a part of y'all. Hey, Horny Up got blue balled. So, I'm just gonna go skip to the topic that everybody is absolutely dying to talk about.
Well,
really dying.
Well, chat is also excited to talk about it. So let's talk about Doctor Who. Now, I did not see the episode that came out because I haven't been watching it. But Dermy, why don't you give us a little rundown of what the show is like? I'm gonna put you on solo mode just for fun.
It's utter dog shit. Let's see. It 100% solely lives to preach the message. By the way, how many of you guys know that Donna has a daughter? Well, no, Donna has a son.
Daughter?
Donna has a son who's trans and goes by the name Rose. For all of you who
as long as it's not Rose Tyler, I'll be okay.
It's supposed to be hearkening to Rose Tyler.
Oh, fuck off.
So the entire time it is all about her. They call her beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent about 10 times throughout the show. Maybe a little bit more. She gets misgendered several times. She gets demeaned for being trans, and it solely exists to be like her story. As time goes on, you get the Meep. We all talked about it on FNT last night. We got Meep. Turns out Meep's the bad guy. Meep's the actual villain of the episode. Goes from a cute, cuddly Jim Henson like a puppet to a CGI monster that is terrifying. Well, terrifying in the sense that this used to be a serious show, and now it's demeaned just by Disney trying to get us more Baby Yoda moments. Then skip towards the end. Dr. Donna returns, and it doesn't make much sense because when you have Dr. Donna in the actual episode when Dr. Donna was created, the doctor had to leave because if her memories came back, she would die because she has part of the Time Lord's memory within her mind. He had to leave because even if seeing him would bring back the memories and she would die. Well, nope, that's no longer a thing. Apparently they have some sort of like a Winter Soldier-esque mind system on her that he has to say a bunch of words and stuff to unlock Dr. Donna. And they have a whole scene that's just created for no reason just to bring back Dr. Donna. It doesn't make any sense. But Dr. Donna comes back. And at the same time as Dr. Donna's coming back, it turns out she's not going to die because she sent some of her magic powers into her trans daughter, who is Rose, who is also part-time Lord now. And right as Donna is awakening, she says binary, and then it cuts over to little daughter Rose or little son Rose, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And she says non-binary. And then he awakens. I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
-100. Oh, there's also a scene where the doctor meets Meep and Donna's whole family, and the doctor says, he looks like, he says he to Meep, and Rose stops everything and says, did you just assume his pronouns? The doctor says, oh, I'm sorry, you're right, turns to the Meep and goes like, what are your pronouns? Are they he, she, or they? And the Meep says, my pronouns are Meep.
Oh my God.
Oh, but to wrap it all up, at the end, Rose, little Rose, and Donna demean David Tennant's doctor for no longer because he couldn't save the day. He had to have Dr. Rose and Dr. Rose and Dr. Donna save the day, and they demean him by saying, if you were a woman, you would be able to understand everything that just happened, because they can just apparently get rid of their powers just like that. They just chose to get rid of their powers, which was never a thing before. And like a whole like deciding everything, it's so off the cuff. But they demean him because he's no longer a female doctor and he's a male presenting doctor.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, so we have a look 60 years ago today, the greatest television show of all time aired. It's the first episode. It's a shame it died in 2017. I think a lot of us feel that way.
Again, I stopped midway through Capaldi's first season because it was already getting bad at that point.
Capaldi's
Yeah, me
last
too.
season is 100 times better than what I just watched.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you're apparently gonna pop.
I'm gonna pop.
The French do not pop, they explode.
I know, I was getting redder and redder. I'm gonna do a video on this because it's so bad.
You know, Alpha Zero Omega, I have no idea why they do this, but
well, they were banking on
white male likes it must be destroyed.
Right, but I'm still stuck on how on earth this happened. It's like RTD is the George Lucas of Doctor Who, supposedly.
Well,
and
he had a tragedy go on, and the way he coped with his tragedy was essentially falling into the message, falling into his ideology and everything, and pushing his ideology above. We also had this week that RTD came out and changed Davros. For those of you who don't know, Davros is the creator of the Daleks and everything. And he said, we can no longer have evil people be in wheelchairs. That is bad. That is bad representation. But in this episode, I shit you not, there's a good character in a wheelchair, and Adam Soldier Spirit, she shows up, you know, while all this shit's starting to pop up, and he was like, you know what, she's gonna be there, she's gonna have rockets in her wheelchair and everything, and she's gonna like help defend everything. And guess fucking what, shortly after he predicted that, it happens. She has rockets within her wheelchair, and she's a good person. Oh, and by the way, I don't know why she has a wheelchair, because she can freely move her legs whenever she wants. Like, she crosses her legs and everything. So I don't know why she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and it hurts my brain to even think about.
It's Jed Hollywood Scholar. I love this dude. I watched it with him. He said he would rather go back and watch 13th Doctor. I just had her name, Jodie Whittaker era. He would rather watch Jodie Whittaker era episodes than watch this episode again.
Oof.
Except for the Timeless Child.
That is depressing, man. So, like, if somebody was just getting into Doctor Who, we would just say, watch from Eccleston to 10.
You can finish off season 10. Doesn't happen. Everything after that is a nightmare. Don't watch it. Doesn't ever happen. Doesn't exist.
So what? So Eccleston to Smith or Eccleston to
Capaldi.
You can watch Capaldi's a mixed bag. Was what I heard as well.
It gets very bad towards the end, mainly due to the companion, but Capaldi works really hard to make it at least palatable. And there was a fan-made bit that you can go all the way through Capaldi, get to his regeneration aspect, and then cut it off before Jodie Whittaker shows up. And you can watch him become the curator from the 50th episode, and then he just goes into the 50th episode and ends there. Well, the 50th special. And it just ends there. It's all dead. It's done.
Depressing.
Yeah. And I'm rewatching old. Well, it's the new Who era, but it's old Who. I'm rewatching this, and just the other day I saw Doctor Meet with Donna for the very first time. It's the Christmas special right after Rose Tyler gets put into the other dimension and everything, and their dynamic is so good just right off the bat. And then I see this, and it just hurts me. It hurts to see this happen. I legitimately want to cry. That's how bad it is.
Zombie Back to Reason. I actually disagree with you. I think Tennant and Baker are the best.
Capaldi has some fantastic speeches, but that's because of Capaldi. The actual shows weren't great. Capaldi's just a really good actor. I think Matt Smith and David Tennant are one of the two greatest.
It's always going to be Baker. Baker is still
Yeah, that's why I say Baker and Tennant, because Baker is for the old era, and Tennant is definitely more for the new era.
Matt Smith's up there. Trust me.
Oh, Matt Smith's great.
No, he's not bad.
Quite a bit.
In no way is he bad. It's just if you were to ask me like what the best ones were, those. So I definitely agree with CJP on that.
I mean, heck, this shit now makes anything the Sixth Doctor did look fantastically, gigantically brilliant. Mm-hmm. And there was some real dogs in that season.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this part. We are technically, as of right now, RTD has established this. With what's going on right now, we are in the new Who era, because this is season 1 of New Who. So Jodie Whittaker was the end of New Who. This is New Who, where the first Doctor will be Ncuti Gatwa, which I am 100% convinced now that RTD and Ncuti had some romp in the in casting room. I'm not lying. There's no other way to hire that guy. And what they did to try to cement you to liking Ncuti, which he has not had a chance to actually be on screen and have anybody actually fall in love with him yet. What they did is a fucking travesty, but they used a special, and they talked about it last night on FNT, but they use a special where while Matt Smith was going, they have this special moment where they go back to like the first Doctor, they recast him, but they have somebody that looks just like the first Doctor, Fitch from the Harry Potter and everything. He comes back to look like first Doctor, and he looks over and you see Matt Smith just, and they're connecting. They know that he's there. You know that he's the Doctor and everything. And you have this wonderful, joyous moment and you like it. They recreated that, CGI'd Matt Smith out, inserted Ncuti Gatwa, who hasn't had a moment to be the Doctor yet. And he looks over at Ncuti, and Ncuti just looks at him like, and then winks at him and starts doing Doctor stuff. And it's like, it feels like Ncuti immediately wants to just butt fuck him. That's what it feels like. And Ryan Kindle said it's the Netflix version of Doctor Who. It really is, because he's not only black, he's gay.
And I'm sure that's going to be part of his character.
100%.
So,
for the most part, the Doctor's been completely asexual.
Yes.
For most of his existence.
So, Extra Zero, why don't you pop up the next thing we have in the background? So, hold on. So, a lot of people are fans of Cobra Kai, and a lot of people have said if the people in Cobra Kai aren't going to be in there, I don't want to see it. But I think this might give a little bit of hope to the new Karate Kid movie. The Cobra Kai creators have seen and given notes on all iterations of the script for the new Karate Kid movie, starring Ralph and Jackie. So, what do you guys think? Because I haven't seen Cobra Kai, but from everything I hear of it, it's actually pretty good. Does this give you faith for the new Karate Kid, or?
Coming off something that I just talked about being very distasteful, I love Cobra Kai. I think Cobra Kai gives a very good homage to the past and, plays off of like what came before in Cobra Kai and everything very, very well. When it comes to this, though, you start getting questions of what the fuck's going on here, because you don't just have Danny LaRusso coming back, it looks like. You also have Mr. Miyagi coming back, but as Jackie Chan. How are you going to do this? What is the timeline thing here? Because you also have Cobra Kai running on at the same time.
He's going to have to be his son or something. There's no way they can say that.
It is Mr. Miyagi.
Wait, Jackie Chan is always referred to as Mr. Han, not as Mr. Miyagi in his movie. That helps.
He's supposed to be Mr.
He's
Miyagi.
always called Mr. Han.
Well, he's coming in as basically Mr. Miyagi. So, because I think that's what was confirmed in the Deadline article, that he's going to be Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
that doesn't square with Cobra Kai, because Cobra Kai has actually Rita.
Extra Zero is supporting me in the chat. Yeah.
Listen, I haven't watched his Karate Kid in years.
Sense.
Because I don't know. I think it's either gonna be some sort of relation, maybe to Mr. Miyagi. Oh, maybe he's just gonna be Mr. Han. And they're casting a new Karate Kid, which I don't particularly mind, because. All right, maybe controversial take, but in Cobra Kai, I don't really like any of the younger actors. I don't they're not really what I watched the show for. I watched the show for John Lee Lawrence. I watched the show for LaRusso. I watched the show for Silver, Kreese, all those characters. So it doesn't really bug me that they're looking for a new Karate Kid. I think on Side Scrollers they said that it's really stupid that they're looking for a new kid. And
well,
you
I mean,
know,
they sent out they want people to send their submissions in, so they're probably going to find like somebody who's not a popular actor.
They're trying to find somebody new, I guess.
Ashley says in Jackie East movies he taught kung fu. I didn't know he taught kung fu, but I do know from the original Drunken Master you can actually learn drunken boxing from those movies. I did not know you can learn kung fu from his other movies. That's pretty cool.
Oh, he was Mr. Han. Okay. I literally have not seen his movie. I saw it once and never wanted to go back.
Yeah, Extra Zero made a good point in private chat that Miyagi is Japanese and Han is Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
It's Okinawan, technically.
Well, I guess they could do this considering what they're about to do in Cobra Kai within season 6. They are trying to bring Miyagi-Do to the world. That's the whole thought process that came. Is it season 6 that's coming next? Or is that season 5? Shit, I'm lost. Basically, they're doing a big tournament and everything, a worldwide tournament. I could see how it would work. I don't know.
It really depends on the execution, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Zombie Box Reviews for the £2 proper English money. Rumor has it there will be split regeneration.
Yes,
so I'm assuming he's talking about
Doctor Who. They're
talking about
they're talking about doing a split regeneration where we thought it was going to be trans Rose Girl being part of the regeneration process. I don't know how it's going to work.
Wait, so there will be a female doctor and a shooty.
Well, they established that doctors can basically be trans. That's the whole reason why it's okay for Rose to be a doctor and stuff like that. So
they get to have their cake and eat it too by having it. The whole
you can choose what you want to be now.
It must be so nice when you're creating a story to just be able to shoehorn in any bullshit you want without any regard for coherent, storytelling. It just must be great.
Everybody wants to talk about Doctor Who so much.
Yeah, no, I'm down with it. I honestly, I don't know if you guys saw Torchwood, but that because I was I so much wanted so much more Doctor Who when it came out that I finished everything and I was like, okay, what is left? And then there was Sarah Jane, and then I saw Torchwood. I liked Torchwood till the last season when it was taken over, I think, by BBC America, and I was like, it was not my favorite at all. But I enjoy the guy who plays Captain Jack Harkness. He's a little flamboyant, but he makes me smile and laugh. So,
well, I don't know exactly how this is all going to work because Zombie Box said 14th will split into 15th because yes, right now we are at this new iteration of David Tennant's Doctor is the 14th Doctor. They're not going back to him being the 11th. The 11th Doctor? Yeah. No, 10th? 10th Doctor. I get mixed up because of the whole war Doctor and everything like that. So he's not going to be the 10th Doctor. He's the 14th Doctor. And yes, Shooty will be the 15th Doctor. I don't know how it's all going to play out, but they're going to be bringing in the Celestial Toy Maker. And the rumor or the leak is that the reason he regenerated into David Tennant is because the Celestial Toy Maker was a fan of the Doctor, a major fan, and his favorite time, and he used to watch it like a TV show. And his favorite time was during the Dr. Donna run. So he has forced them to get back together, and the whole theme is going to be let the past die.
Oh my God, he's a rival. He's a real.
That is TLJ on Doctor Who. That is
it's a rumor right now.
Wow.
But the thing is, so far, every rumor has come true.
Oh no, that sounds atrocious. Good God. I'm stunned that they went ahead with this. You know what? Doctor Who is dying over here. Quick, Doctor, we need to heal him. We need to resurrect him somehow. pulls out shotgun and shoots him dead in the head. Does that make any sense to you guys? Because for me, it doesn't.
Well,
like
They need to just cancel Doctor Who and let it rest.
Yes, 100%. But
Just like,
think
again,
about
with Star Wars, with Marvels, cancel them, let them rest.
But the reason why I also bring this up is if you guys ever like watch BBC and stuff, when between all this, when they were talking about like, hey, what's happening next? What's happening next? How would you regenerate this? Like it was still during before whole regeneration to Shooty and everything like that. Gary and Az constantly said, bring back David Tennant. Give a justification for him to regress, not progress, but regress into David Tennant. Give a reason for that. Work it up, because that was one of the fans' favorite times. Okay, you go off this, you play off this, and it seems like they're doing that just so they can say, let the past die.
The BBC had a good era, with Tennant. They had a lot of hits.
But that's because they knew how to write them.
They had Robin Hood, they had Misfits, they had Merlin, they had all those great shows, and then something happened, and everything just started to just cascade into crap.
Brexit. They lost their fucking minds over Brexit.
I'm not wrong.
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. You're probably not wrong, but like
it's like the entertainment here. Everything turned to complete shit with Donald Trump.
Well, also go back to when they were announcing Shooty Gatwa. They went up to RTD to discuss like, hey, what's coming next? What's coming next? And he went straight into the whole, hey, we need to be funding the BBC. We need to be publicly funding the BBC, because he was like, listen, you might not have to, your taxes might go down, but it's going to be sponsored by cranberry chocolates, and the shows aren't going to be that good anymore. Your shows weren't good to begin with. Your shows were going downhill anyways. So they are mind melded into the political era. They can't separate from it. And when it comes to RTD, he suffered a tragedy. I don't know exactly what the tragedy was, but everybody keeps telling me he suffered a tragedy, a major issue. And to cope with it, he has like sunk into his whole politics. And it's starting to see, because you can go back to the beginning of Eccleston and stuff. You can watch all of RTD's episodes then. Then you watch this episode, which was helped, I believe it was written by RTD, and it's night and day. It is so night and day on what they do, because it is blatant politics left, right, and center.
Okay, so let's say you had to, excluding RTD, because when I heard that, everyone was saying, yes, this is the ideal choice to get back Doctor Who in gear. Obviously, that's not being the case with what you've told me, Dermy. But who else is there to help out Doctor Who in the far future?
Doctor Who.
Okay,
nobody.
I think we have a reason here. Ashley says RTD's husband died.
And that's sad. That is
horrible.
legitimately sad, and I feel for anything like that. And nobody gave a shit that he's gay. We all knew he was gay. Nobody gave a fucking shit.
Really quick, Ashley, I'm glad somebody else in chat has seen Misfits beside myself. And yes, I agree. First, second season were great, and then third season started to head downhill. If you guys haven't watched Misfits, I think it's on Hulu, if I'm not mistaken.
The only other BBC shows I ever watched with any regularity was either Blackadder or Thin Blue Line.
Bro, you got to go back and go check out that like one era of BBC shows, because they are all really, really good. And a lot of them, they're good for the first few seasons, and they start to kind of dip. So don't expect to watch through the entire show.
Or Top Gear. I watched the show Top Gear.
Is Misfits that show that's set during like their high school era or something, and they just want to fuck?
No. Yes, but basically it's about a bunch of ASBO kids that get sent to like community service. So
then I'm not.
And then they get there's like a storm, and they get these weird superpowers, but they're not like good superpowers, and they don't know how to use them. So it's just like a case of one fuck up after another fuck up, and like people start figuring it out after a while. But it's really good, and one of the main characters, a guy called Nathan. I think he tried to break out in the US, didn't do too well. I think that's why he left the show, but he was a great actor on that show. Really funny. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend it. Even if you're not British, you probably will get a lot of the humor.
I'm trying to figure out what show I'm thinking of, because it's a James Buckley show. That's what I can remember.
I'm not sure. On some relatively good news, though, the ginger side.
In-betweeners is what I was thinking of.
In-betweeners, yeah, I know that one. The ginger side seems to be over. Yay! Thank goodness. And they picked a good guy for at least visually speaking.
Yeah,
for
that
Jimmy
is the
Olsen.
spitting. Yeah, that is the spitting image of Jimmy Olsen.
And
the
he's
guy
not
with-
an awful actor either. He's
No.
very unmemorable. Like I had to look him up. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, but he's
Mhm.
not an awful actor.
No, based on look alone, perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it over.
Yeah, no, based on look alone, I was very excited because like I can
Ji-
literally see I can literally see comic him and real life him in the same picture.
I think he's been race swapped twice. Once in the animated My Adventures with Superman, and one in the CW.
He's also
live
been race
action?
swapped. He's been race swapped several times. Like they have gone full
Okay.
forward with the black Superman. There is not the black Jimmy Olsen. In Superman Red Sun, the animated movie, they have black Jimmy Olsen. There was another animated, I think it's Super Sons.
Thanks for hopping in,
it's-
Tank. It was nice seeing you. Hopefully, we'll see you again.
I think it's during Super Sons when it's the whole like Superman's son and Damian Wayne doing stuff. I believe Jimmy Olsen was black there as well. They've been going full forward with the whole idea that Jimmy Olsen's black, ginger side and everything. This does change it. I still have my thoughts on the whole like what they're doing here, and I am worried about everything. But
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor as well. I find that interesting.
Was
because-
that confirmed? Because I saw
Yes.
people
Yes.
arguing that. Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
know what? I mean, they're going for a younger Superman, if I'm not mistaken. So,
and a younger Lex as well. The
so,
thing
I
is
mean,
about
it's a good idea.
yeah, about Nicholas Hoult. That poor guy. He's been applying for role after role after role and getting rejected and rejected. He applied for Batman in the Batman Matt Reeves, and he applied for Superman in this movie. And yeah, he got the Lex Luthor role.
I think he could probably be a better Lex Luthor. The problem is, we went over this on Late Night Mayhem. I kind of starting to agreeing that I don't want Lex Luthor to be the villain right off the bat. Because he's so overdone. They need to do a different Superman. And then I'm also starting to agree. Why are we bringing in all these characters? Why?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause we have-
the movies get
should
really
be
packed.
It should be a Superman movie, not setting everything up. So, and I have a headcanon like, hey, there might be some sort of news report that you see them doing all their stuff, but why do we need to have them there?
Well,
Delarama, yes, I am a big fan of Smallville as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
they
too.
did. They did pick a pretty good Jimmy for that.
The thing is if you were gonna play a character in that world, wouldn't you rather play Lex Luthor? I don't know. I just think that would be a better,
Yeah.
like a funner character to play than Superman or Batman. I love Superman and Batman, but I think like as far as acting, it would be, more of a kind what's the word I'm looking for? Like not harder role, but more fulfilling role to try to be that big of a bad guy, Complex.
I think they should bring back Michael Rosenbaum.
Nah, he was better he would have been a better
I
Riddler
thought he
than
was a
Lex.
great Lex.
He was not a good Lex Luthor. He would have been a great Riddler, not Lex Luthor.
I thought you
I
said
think
Lex Luger, and I'm like, he wouldn't make a good total package at all.
I like the idea. Well, I like where they're going with Lex Luthor, but I don't want him to be the main bad guy. He can be sitting in
Yeah.
the shadows and stuff. And Devil, I told you this on Tuesday. He could basically be the James Moriarty from like the two I just had the Sherlock Holmes movies, because James Moriarty is in the first Sherlock Holmes movie. He's not just in the train car at the end. He's also there in the carriage, hidden in the shadows. You could do that with this guy. You can just have him in the shadows. Don't have him have this huge role or anything like that, manipulating everything. But have the villain be something else. And I kind of think Metallo would be great right now.
Ooh, Metallo would be good. Parasite would be good. There are a whole bunch that would be great. I wouldn't bring in Brainiac to like the second or third movie.
Oh, definitely not. You don't bring Brainiac in right now, but you need somebody that would be like not like a Lex Luthor level villain, but somebody that has worked hand in hand alongside Lex Luthor. That's why Metallo would be good, because he has a lot of connections to Lex Luthor and everything like that.
Well,
Parasite. Go ahead.
When we were talking about it I said that just because he's going to be playing Lex Luthor, it might be that still. It might be that he's going to be Lex Luthor, but it's going to be he's going to come in as like a philanthropist or whatever the hell you call it. And, Superman knows him and stuff, but he doesn't know that he's the bad guy manipulating stuff. So it still could be that. And that's what I'm hoping for too. So
go to the first episode of the animated series. Like, Lex Luthor was the bad guy in that first episode, but he wasn't like, he was pulling the strings. He wasn't there on the ground or anything like that. You could do something like that even.
Yeah, I think they should take it in steps. So they should slowly like move up to, dark side, but do that on like the big movie. That's what I want. Big shout out to anybody who's watching on Rumble. There are 8 of you. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys are watching on Rumble, please follow and drop a thumbs up in there. I hope that we never get yeeted off of YouTube, but one never knows. So just a heads
By
up.
the way, Zombie Box Reviews said hot take, he likes Spacey as Lex Luthor. I kind of agree.
Yeah, he wasn't bad, Lex.
No, he wasn't bad.
No.
The thing is, like, I'm very optimistic for Superman Legacy because the way they immediately pitched it, is that Superman is a character who is old-fashioned and respects kindness in a world that thinks kindness is old-fashioned. I butchered that quote, but
he also said truth, justice, and the American
way. And I think just because they have that kind of principle, it'll definitely be a well-made movie, other than most, because my older sibling just watched Napoleon, and they deconstructed him. It was like demeaning. It was all sad and gloom. Nothing patriotic or glorious of Napoleon.
There's no need to be patriotic.
And all these movies, we're just getting deconstructions. But with Superman Legacy, I'm optimistic that it's not going to be a deconstruction. It's going to be someone who's hopeful and inspirational, and I'm all for that. A happy, wholehearted movie.
I think Cavill. I think Cavill was trying to do that, but they wouldn't let him.
He was stuck with a shit script.
Exactly. I think in order to write any superhero at that kind of level, you have to truly understand like who that character is. There was somebody, I don't know if you guys saw this, but when I think it was Man of Steel came out, somebody just redid the coloring to it to just make it a little bit brighter, and it changed the entire vibe of the film.
Yep.
And you're like, I don't know why you had to make everything dark. You could do that for Batman, I get, but like
because
more of like hope and bringing the positivity to the world.
Because Zack Snyder doesn't know how to write anything that's not
dark,
gloom and dark. I said he doesn't have that idea of hope and justice and stuff. He always has to do some sort of like religious connotation. Everything has to be dark and gloomy, and it just doesn't work with Superman. Superman does have to be a hopeful, joyous individual. He's a Kansas-born dude who is very like.
Yeah, Dermy needs to feel represented, people. Come on.
Legitimately, I do. Like, that's why I like Superman so much. He's not my favorite hero, but like legitimately, you have a connection here. Superman is throughout all of Kansas, and like when you see somebody in Kansas, you talk to anybody, very down to earth, very wholesome, very kind individuals, and we love Superman here. Like, he's one of us, and I haven't gotten to see a good like Superman iteration since Smallville, and then like I loved the Super Sons movie because Superman felt like Superman. He felt like a hopeful guy that would do everything right. And we just don't have that right now. And it's kind of sad. So I have hope. I like the actor they have. But jamming in all the other actors, all the other heroes, everything like that, that's starting to really, it worries me because I don't need a massive bunch of heroes showing up. I need a Superman movie. I need to know who Superman is. I need to feel the Superman out. I need Superman on his own, solving the issues and establishing himself.
Apparently, your favorite superhero is Unicorn Man.
God fucking damn it.
See you later, Zombie Box. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Ashley says,
just say you needed to fill Superman.
Are you sure that's not Corn the Long Way, man?
Ashley says, just tell the story without it being an analogy. She's tired of the religious stuff. I get it. You know, I can get it. I mean,
no.
Superman was created by 2 Jewish kids, but you know, he does a lot of the Christian holidays and everything like that. But I don't have an issue with that. I enjoy Superman as he is as a character.
There's a difference between having like Christian values and Christian stuff like sprinkled without, because Judeo-Christian values is what made like the West the way it is, America the way it is. That's one thing. But when it came to what Zack Snyder did, he made it like very blatant, and he talked about this in an interview shortly after the Snyder Cut released, that he wanted Superman to be an embodiment of the quote Jesus Christ mythos. That's what his whole thing is. So when you do, and True Pop, you've probably noticed this, like when EFAP did their whole thing going over the Snyder Cut, there are so many like religious moments throughout that whole thing, like crosses everything. It's all over the place, and it gets just over the top.
And it's not done with any thought or passion to it. It's just like, picture this and
just
picture
there.
that. It's similar.
It's just there. And the Snyder Cut, when he
as a Christian, what do you want me to clap for you? Like, oh wow, yeah, it's just, what is this? You know, at least put some effort behind it, because I know at the end of the day, Zack Snyder is just the edgy guy, and he likes to use biblical iconography because it looks cool, not because it has any meaning to it, or does he even understand it? I very much so doubt it. He's just an edgy boy, and he thinks Superman is some sort of god that will rule over the earth. He isn't. He's just a guy born in Kansas who has the strength of a Kryptonian. All right, he's very much vulnerable on the inside and vulnerable on the outside. That's the kind of Superman I'd like. I'm just tired about Superman things. Yeah.
So sticking with the nerdy stuff and the geek stuff, I'm going to bring up something that's probably going to piss off a whole bunch of people who are fans of the show. Extra, can you just pop that up on the screen?
Yeah, Lofty pointed this out. There's going to be a
live-action remake of Naruto
by Lionsgate. Yeah.
Yes.
And the writer for Witcher Blood Origin is writing it.
Wait.
This means Naruto won't even be in the fucking show. It's called fucking Naruto.
I believe this is also going to be on Netflix. So there's that.
He'll be black too.
Well, this is what a lot of people. This is actually one of my biggest complaints that came from the One Piece live action. Yeah, you had a lot of good work being put into there. Guess what? We have Yu Yu Hakusho live action coming out here in a few days. That's not going to. It might be like good representation and everything. That's not going to be capturing the same thing. Everybody says that's going to capture the same thing. Okay, well, guess what? Yeah. Now with One Piece doing so well, they're going to go full board with this. We now have this lady writing the Naruto thing. That's not good. That's terrifying. Yeah, that is 100% terrifying, because Naruto is similar vein as like One Piece, very hopeful, very joyful, and everything like that. Has a decent messaging here. Great, Witcher Blood Origins involved. You guys think that's going to be good?
How do these people scaling upward?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, because it's like the Tomb Raider writer wrote the Marvels of the new series on Amazon Prime. The Marvels. The freaking thing that they performed worse than The Flash. I don't know how these people get up in these highest places. Like,
she did do something else that was decent. That I'm thinking about, because
if you wrote the Marvels, I'm sorry, that's gonna taint your entire filmography. All right, it's like, well, there's a bit of bread next to the shit. You know, it's that bread is not really that good.
So she is also writing Red Sonja right now, where they completely scrapped the script and put in a red person, and people have been saying like everything coming out of there is decent. But she's also doing the Netflix Tomb Raider animated show. So
Unbelievable.
Yikes. So just
Like,
guys, we're
and
normally an
these-
hour into the show and we do memes. This week we're gonna wait till a little bit more towards the end of the show. Sorry, True Pop Culture. I just wanted to chat. No.
And these people are surprised these shows are failing. Like, motherfucker, look at who you're hiring to write it. For fuck's sake, it's annoying as shit. Inexperienced, nothing good on their resume. Just look, just have a glance. What did they write? Was it anything successful? That's all you need to do.
Oh,
I
big
really
shout out to
believe you do.
Mephisto, who had his viewers join us. Hail to you, my friend.
Hail, Mephisto. I will say this. There's something interesting going on. I have this whole theory that's been building up and stuff. A lot of the reasons why we're getting what we're doing is actually because of them drinking their own refuse. And this is like a whole theory that I'm building out. But I think one of the things is they don't make these shows for the general audience anymore. They don't. They don't care what the general audiences think of these shows. If they get shit numbers, who the fuck cares? They're making these shows for themselves. This is I don't remember which post-apocalyptic story it is from not Fahrenheit 451, but where a lot of the guy was walking around like talking to a lot of the journalists and artists and stuff where they're only writing these things and making these things for each other. That's what they're doing now. They're only making Witcher Blood Origin, all these shows to please each other, to please the critics, to please themselves, because it's like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so glorious. This is so wonderful. They don't care what the little people down below think. They only care about what each other thinks. This is a whole like thought process I'm building on and stuff. It goes into like them using bots and everything like that to try to help bump their numbers and how they've created the world to the point that they think they are all that, but in reality, they're not. They're so disconnected from us. God, what was that story? I could have swore it was an Ayn Rand story. Fuck.
What was it?
Where like all the art authors and artists and stuff only make stuff for each other. They only make stuff to please each other and everything like that. They don't care what the little guys think.
Okay.
And like they're all up in this ivory towers and stuff like that. And I can't think what it was.
It's not Atlas Shrugged.
I don't know. It's not Fahrenheit 451. I don't remember what the name of what it was, but yeah, the virtual signaling and everything like that. They only care what each other thinks, not what we think.
Yeah.
It might have been Atlas Shrugged. I don't remember. So okay.
Extra Zero, what do you got next on the agenda?
He's
just
not
pop it
here.
up on the bottom. No, just pop it up on the bottom screen and bring it up.
Well, with everything we were talking about today, it sounds like more like the agenda.
Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention this during my whole Doctor Who breakdown. Anybody that's still into Doctor Who is here. The sonic screwdriver is no better than a magic wand now.
No.
It can teleport people. It can create force fields. It can create projections. It can create holograms. Oh, and by the way, I brought this up because Hollywood Scholar records all of our watch alongs and stuff, and it will be up on his thing. In the Empty Child episode of Doctor Who, they tried to use the sonic screwdriver to go through concrete. And he says that it's going to take forever. Like, this is going to take a while. You're trying to pass sonic vibrations throughout concrete. This is going to take a while. They get in this episode, he just points it at concrete and it breaks down.
Ridiculous. So I actually wanted to talk about this because I think a lot of us have the same issue. Christopher Nolan says there's concern of content disappearing from streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
There is a danger these days that if things only exist in the streaming version, they do get taken down and they come and go. You know, I mean, we've seen it. You know, Disney has yeeted a whole bunch of movies and everything like that. I
noticed it recently.
You know, I wish there was a way for, you know, people to keep them. You know what I'm saying?
Physical media. But I noticed this recently. I signed up for Peacock because I just
why would you do that?
I needed to get my Office fill. Okay, I love The Office. It's a fantastic show. So I signed up. Also, I really liked FNAF. Like I loved Five
And
Nights.
you're going to be missing the Diversity Day episode.
Anyway, no, actually, that episode's still there.
Do they put it back up because they said they were
I
going to.
believe it's still there.
Oh,
still there in all of its glory. But what's not there is a scene from when Dwight's doing the whole Christmas party. He comes in as a Pennsylvania Dutch Santa. I don't remember what the guy was named, and like they're Belschnickel. He shows up as the Belschnickel, and they're talking stuff. And Oscar, looks up Belschnickel, and he mentions, oh, he usually goes around with this guy who looks like he's in blackface all the time. In the original episode, they have one of the office workers in blackface show up, and Dwight texts him to say go away, but they show him in blackface for a little bit. Then he goes away to go change because they're not going to do the whole blackface thing. They cut out the scene of him actually in blackface, but then later on in the episode, they show him again with the whole lips and stuff. So it doesn't make sense without that scene. Why does he have the red lips?
Extra
They cut
Zero
that
is
a little bit out.
Is trying to say something in private. He says not only that, but Hulu and Disney Plus removed episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Simpsons, but advertise that they have all the episodes. And then with gaming, we see digital censorship comes years later, only a matter of time before the ET scenes in the movies like Blazing Saddles and Ace Ventura disappear, basically.
I saw this last night, and I forgot to bookmark it. But there was a gotcha game that was going around, and apparently they shrunk down the boob size of one of the characters recently, and nobody knows why they did that. They don't. And then on top of like what Extra Zero's mentioning, there's an episode of not The Office, of a Community that's not there anymore because of blackface reasons. Even though it kind of makes sense for why the guy was in blackface, it was their first D&D episode. Chang's there in blackface, but in reality, he's
From the dark elf.
as a dark elf. Exactly, he's there as a dark elf. They say, "Hey, this is probably offensive," but he's like, "I'm a dark elf. I'm not doing this for anything." Then he ends up leaving, but there was no racial connotation there, but that episode is not on Netflix. And that's a fantastic episode.
Shout out to Professor Savage Dead sending a $5 super chat. The death of physical media is tantamount to a modern day burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
It's that
I do have
1984. Every record's been falsified, but they didn't fit the party line.
That might have been 1984 that I was referencing. I don't remember.
I do have some good news in terms of physical media. Guess what I just bought on Black Friday deals?
Dildo?
Oppenheimer.
No, not Oppenheimer. The extended Lord of the Rings trilogy on 4K Ultra HD. I have not watched the theatrical or the extended in their entirety, just bits and pieces sometimes.
Wait, what?
I'm very excited. Yeah.
Wait.
One of my lofty takes
right
is
now.
I fall asleep for every single Lord of the Rings.
I hate.
All right, kick him out.
I already despise you saying that and admitting that. Part of me really wants to hurt True Pop right now because he said that he's never seen the extended cut all the way through, but at the same time, he just purchased it. So okay, watch it.
I will. That's my intention to watch it.
Good.
I can't wait till it arrives.
Good. And we just lost. I think we lost 3 viewers because I said I fall asleep during Lord of the Rings. It's not that I don't think it's a good movie. It's just I can't stay up for it. I apologize.
Drink Coffee Brand coffee and watch it.
Actually, you know what? I did not have Coffee Brand coffee when I was watching it, so maybe I'll.
Well, guess what? You have it now. So after the stream, get a cup of Coffee Brand coffee and just start with the fellowship. Just go through there.
And what we have right here for Star Wars, Taika Waititi wants his upcoming Star Wars movie to recapture the joy of the original trilogy.
But also, it's gonna piss people off.
I don't understand what they want from us. Is it going to piss us off or capture the old moments?
This is the exact same thing that was going on during the whole announcement of him doing Love and Thunder. remember he said, I'm gonna ruin your mythos in a minute, and then he starts saying, oh, that was a joke, I'm doing a lot of love for it, I want people to enjoy this, and guess what, it was a dog shit. Okay, it was a major dog shit. That's what he's doing again here. It's gonna piss people off. Trust me, it's gonna piss people off, guys. But I want to recapture the past. I want to recapture what people loved about Star Wars and everything like that. No, you don't care. You're just saying that because you want to get us all over here to watch your shit, even though nobody really cares about Star Wars. Like, is Star Wars saved? Legitimately, hey, Dave Filoni announced that he has this brand new title that has been in the works for a while now. Is Star Wars saved? Is anything good right now coming from Star Wars? We got both the Skeleton Crew and the Acolyte coming out. How's everything doing? Legitimately, how's everything doing?
Is Skeleton Crew a movie or a series?
Series.
Everything's a bloody series. Like, if
Here's
this
how
is a movie, then I doubt it will come out.
I'm okay with the series though. Like, if you do a series like you did with Sherlock.
No more series.
No. Okay, so hold on. If it's an hour and a half each episode, which is basically a movie, and they put it out as a series, I am okay with that.
Put a good Star Wars movie in the theaters.
But
that'd be nice.
But Pop, this is the reality. When it comes to a bunch of the stuff on Disney Plus, nobody's watching the actual series that they're making for Disney Plus. Yeah. The only things people watch on Disney Plus are old shows and the movies because they come out just a few months later. That's the only thing people are actually watching upon Disney Plus.
That's what Star Wars has become. A little brand on Disney Plus. It shouldn't be on there. It should be knocking out, making money in the theaters. And what do they do? They're doing bombing it away. I don't know how to even describe my annoyance with Star Wars. It's just it's dead.
Hey, how you doing, mate? It's good seeing you, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like how if you used to have singers, they would come out with one album a year, maybe every 2 years, and it was really good. They'd put a lot of work into it, right? Make sure that all the songs on there were just like really good, so it really hit. And now you have these pop stars that will put out a song every couple months, and it's just shit made up by a computer. It's kind of the same thing with Star Wars. We used to get a movie every so often, and they were really good movies, really well made. And now they're like, screw that, we're just going to do shows about everything. And yeah, it's going to be lame and crappy with a bunch of filler, no real story to it, but you'll like it because it says Star Wars on the fucking front.
But real quick, I see Alpha Zero says he liked Akira. It was a bit long and confusing in parts, but it's iconic. I just want people to realize this. Taika Waititi is working on a live action Akira.
I haven't watched Akira, but it sounds bad to me since everything.
Yeah, Akira being one of the most
Akira invented cyberpunk. If you really want to get down to it, Akira invented the cyberpunk genre.
Legitimately, Akira is one of the things. It's just one of the most iconic anime movies ever created. It got a lot of people into anime. It is so weird, unique. The manga is also beloved, and the manga and the movie aren't one for one at all. They cut a bunch of stuff out, but it's very respectful to the actual story and stuff. Taika Waititi is working on that. He's already come out and said he's going to ruin your mythos in a minute. He's going to piss people off with Star Wars. And he's touching your Akira. How do you feel about that?
He needs to stop touching stuff.
Yeah.
He needs to shut his mouth as well, because he's been banging on about that. The next thing he's gonna write is like a Bible or something. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Have you been smoking something? Or
don't you wish you had unlimited amount of money and you could buy like the things that these freaking shithead directors love and then fuck it up for them? It's all like, I bought something you loved and I put all the characters as straight white men just to fucking piss them off.
You know what I do? I buy it and open it up to fan films and let fans make their own stuff, because a lot of really cool stuff does come from fan films. Sorry, CJP.
Well, so I've always maintained that someone should do a version of Little Women. Every female character is a Mexican luchador midget. Little person. They don't speak any English. Don't change the script, settings, costumes, anything. Make it.
Don't even add subtitles.
Nope. Nope.
Like West Side Story.
Yeah, and then ruin Little Women because it's such a good thing for little girls. Nope, we're gonna ruin this. Downton Abbey. I want Downton Abbey all made by sweaty wrestlers. That's what I want. I want to ruin everything for them.
Extra Zero has another topic for us as well. I say Extra Zero, I put it on the list. But Apex Legend, a player allegedly got a permaban from EA Games for typing STFU. And for those of you who don't understand what that is, it means shut the fuck up.
Dermy.
Well, you know what? This, and I know I
Dermy's
get told
lines.
that all. That's what I get told that all the time. But this reminds me of something. True Pop, have you ever unsuspended Cloud from your chat?
He called me Lofty. I put him in a timeout. I think that puts him like temporarily. I don't know how to unban it.
He said you put him in a permanent timeout.
I did.
Jeez.
Damn. All right, everybody. From now on, we're calling
it.
True Pop Lofty on this show because he can't ban anybody. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I'm kidding. It was. I just brought it up.
My intention wasn't to ban him permanently. As a joke, I thought, 5 minutes timeout. That won't hurt. And yeah.
I'm not sure how Maza is staying on if he's always dropping F-bombs on the voice
Well, listen,
chat.
you can barely understand him, okay? He has this mush mouth. He has this weird Ohioan accent, so you can barely understand the dude. He's also kind of special, and they have to give him special needs privileges and everything like that. So that's how he can say. That's why he can go around saying "see you next Tuesday" all the time, and go like "go fuck all." That's how he sounds.
Yeah. The thing is,
most of the time, just wants to fight him.
Most of the time, you wonder if his brain's like just not connecting correctly.
Yeah, I hate Apex. I really do. Even though I spent a good 200 hours of my life on Apex, I fucking hate it. There's like a little dial, right? You're either good at the game, and if you get a little further on, you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that kind of.
It just was not a game for me. I'm not a huge fan of the whole battle royale maps like Fortnite. Problem with Fortnite is Fortnite's addictive. Legitimately, it's just addictive the way it is. And the same thing goes to Apex. And when it comes to Apex, it's Fortnite but mixed with a hero shooter. And I'm not a huge fan of like hero shooters and stuff like that. One of my biggest complaints about the Gundam game that they came out with is it's a hero shooter and stuff like that. And it gets so annoying.
All anyone cares about is Titanfall 2. Really. And they're just hoping that Apex will somehow launch that. It won't.
No. They fixed Titanfall 2's servers just to release a new Apex character.
I thought the Apex, like when it first came out, it like got lame real quickly because you had sweaty people that just were like taking people out so quickly you couldn't really even enjoy the game. Mm-hmm. I think they nerfed it, but when I tried playing it, that's what I got out of it.
Only character
I was there at the beginning, so
the only character I was good at because I was there at the beginning as well is Gibraltar. That was the only guy I was good at.
I like Gibraltar. He was a pretty good character.
Everybody else I was shit at. So I wish we brought back Titanfall. We need more Titanfall. You know what? I'm on Jeremy's.
I love that. I love that.
I'm on Jeremy's list. Give me Titanfall 3. Fuck Apex. Quit playing around with Apex. I get it. Okay, it gives you a bunch of money. You can keep putting out stuff all the time. It's just like freaking GTA 5. It's just like freaking Fortnite. It's prints its fucking money. I don't give a shit. Give me Titanfall 3. I want more Titanfall. Give it to me. Give it to me hot. Give it to me raw. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Give it to me raw. Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
One more time.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch that.
You got enough of it. You can clip it out all you fucking want.
Yeah, guys, have fun clipping that out. Go Legion of Memers release. So
give me that Titan.
What we have right here is something that I think is really important. Extra Zero, can you just hop out of full screen for 1 sec? I want to show the guy who does this. If you guys go follow him on Twitter, he does a lot of really great VFX stuff And if you're an editor or you're working on videos or anything like that, sound design is super, super important. Now, it's very difficult sometimes to find sound effects, but if you have like a paid service, because I use a paid service for those sound effects, you can actually swap out all the audio of whatever scene that you're using and put in new effects. I recommend that for like training for this kind of stuff. But if you have, I'm not sure if this is copyright or whatever. So just play it 8 seconds at a time, and we'll let EFAP that.
EFAP it.
Now, if you have a look, they're all layered. CJP does a lot of music, so I have a feeling he already knows a ton about this. From the music perspective side, do you have anything to add to this?
Well, it's the biggest thing with music, and I'm still learning this even in my mid 40s, is being able to use the sound spectrum and use the whole width, from left to right, to be able to fill the space without overbearing the space, and it's being able to just judiciously fill the space with what you need. So, and I can see why he's got this layer the way he does, because he's trying to make sure that he's using the space correctly.
Yeah, I love seeing this. There are a lot of streamers that I see, they'll post like, I'm working on this, and then they have a ton of layers, and I'm like, how in the world do you have the patience for that? But mad respect to those. Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy.
Well, I mean, we do minor versions of all of this as well, because it takes a whole lot of work. But like, I'm pretty sure you go to like True Pop, your coffee brand coffee commercial, my coffee brand coffee commercial. When we're putting that stuff together, there's tons of different layers and files that we're putting on top of each other, and sometimes it gets big, and you got to line it all up just right. And if you get it out of sync just in a little bit, it can fuck everything up.
I highly recommend, if you're going to start getting into, because you can elevate a lot of your videos by using the right sound design, like the YouTube click or the thumbs up, or some sort of music in there. It does get other people's attention. Skirmitar says that amount is not extraordinary, though. It's extraordinary to me. I normally just do like 1 or 2 layers. I don't have that many, but mad props to that. And if you guys do more than that, that's incredible.
Looks like most of those are stereo files, or they're 2 mono files, panned left and right.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, compare it all depends on what you're actually doing. For something like this, this is probably a fan-made project. This instance that we see right here is probably small by comparison, but I know there was Mark the Cyborg's put out like photos and stuff of like his things when he's making a video or something. That thing gets huge. Just so many different files on top of files on top of files.
I recommend, if you're inspired by the Legion at all, or you want to get into video editing, learn sound design. Sound design is extremely important in making whatever video. If you're good, even if you have 1 layer and it's just audio, if you put in the clips in a way that it matches to the beat and matches to the music, it does elevate your whatever it is that you're making.
Listen, guys, if you're a fan of us, though, I need you to do something for me, okay? Smash that like button, share it out with all of your friends, okay? And subscribe to this channel. Every time you do it, though, there's wonderful lights now and stuff. So do it. Have fun.
Yes, Dermy is better at promoting this channel than I am. So thank you, Dermy. Appreciate you, man.
I mainly just did that because I heard in a stream when you say it, stuff will happen now on YouTube, and it was a lie. I wanted to see if it was possible.
I look at this and you're like, the GoldenEye stuff that I make, I'm limited to 16 channels because there was only 16 available for the original N64. So the sound font program that I use only has 16 spots open for me to use sounds in. So I'm a little bit more limited in that one. But you have modern like Pro Tools, Cubase, Cakewalk, and all that stuff. Just on the music side alone, you can have up to, I think the most I've seen is like 1,048 channels or different tracks that you can use, and it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna say something probably a little controversial. I think when you have the more like restrictions, like you can only do 16 channels, I think you get more elaborate and more creative things out of it.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that. I think a lot of us in the Legion, we use a lot of free programs, which means we're restricted in the way we do things, which actually boosts our creativity, figuring out ways to do what we want in the easiest fashion. A lot of us have been doing this for a very long time. We found out a lot of tips and tricks, and we love sharing them. But remember, there are those that came before you. You can always ask for help with. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
That translates to like modern media, modern entertainment and stuff. They're getting these massive budgets that when we look at it, it's like we could do all sorts of crazy cool stuff with this, but they're putting out dog shit after dog shit. But then on the reverse, you get something like Thanksgiving, you get something like Five Nights at Freddy's that have very small budgets and they have much better stories, they have much better design, much better look to it, and it makes you start questioning that. It makes you start actually believing, and I think it's a form of proof that you need to have limited budgets to have fun. Small budgets equals you try to make a more creative, more thought-provoking thing because this is all you got. So
I go back to my one of my favorite audio stories was for Bohemian Rhapsody. The version we have of that, the only reason we have that is because they could not do any more overdubs or the tape would snap. They had no more room and had done so many overdubs and bounces down to tracks that shape was getting stretched thin. So they had to master it and finish it. They couldn't do any more to it. That's because they only had a limited amount of space on the board to work with. I think at that point they may have had 16, maybe 24 channels. But I'm thinking 16 at that time. It's been 76. It would be about 16.
And we got a fantastic song out of it.
It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
So, how would you recommend people get started? Doing the music first and then adding the sound effects instead of having multiple layers and just try it that way?
It depends on what you're doing. Like for what I do, I do all the music production first and then build the video after the fact. But that's because I'm making a music video basically. But if you're doing, actual like sound design, you're going to want to do that in video because you're going to want to be able to time it to what's going on in the video itself. So using the layers on the video side of it makes more sense. For me, it doesn't because I'm doing all that as an audio production first.
And I actually agree with CJP because when I'm doing stuff for my commercial that I put now at the end of all my videos, not trying to pimp my stuff, but I'm just talking about it because I try to make one of these every so often. Right now I'm doing like a holiday theme for all my commercials. So I made my video first and then I fiddled around with my audio file.
Oh, okay. See, I find it easier to get like the music as the base and then build up from there. So I find the perfect song and then I build up from there. And then I'll add sound effects, I'll add clips and whatever, but I find the music is the best way for me to start off with anything.
If it wasn't for the fact that this is a different channel and my commercials for my own coffee brand stuff, I would show you like what I did because I have two different files. I have no music and with music, and I just threw on like a royalty-free version of a Christmas song in my one with music, and I just lowered that volume all the way
Jeremy,
down.
why don't you prep it and we'll bring it up after the memes because I want to give you a chance to bring it up.
I'm gonna stop it after a while, but
my coffee commercial was just weird.
No worries, man. No worries. I mean, I love seeing the creativity, guys. So, never be afraid to share that with me and I'll bring it up. So we are about to do the meme break, everybody. So in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, X0, my man. So what we got right here is the meme thread. And let's go through it and have a little laugh and check out your guys' work. Kenzo.
Kenzo, you broken little man.
What the hell?
There have been like heavy rumors of her being Dazzler in Deadpool 3. So
yes,
I
I
wouldn't be
know.
surprised.
Fuck.
Oh man, why?
My eyes! My eyes!
Rules upon rules upon rules.
I thought I had enough rolls at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, look at that! Look at the one on the bottom. Oh.
Hold on, wait a minute. I think there was a face swap in there. I would definitely watch that one. We saw that.
Yeah. Stop that. 0.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
hold on. Is Ryan the little furry thing?
I think so. You got Az as Rose in the background. You got I think that's Chrissy Mayer as Donna.
That just looks like a
Fuck
jacked
this.
up Mogwai.
Would you believe that the green things there look even worse than the actual episode, and they're nothing? They're legitimately nothing but good guys. They are the good guys in the thing.
Is that Ryan as the little critter, whatever the
As
hell it
meat.
is? I think
I
that's
believe
his
so.
facial
I think
features
that's
cut
Ryan
out.
as meat.
What? Skirmish?
Oh,
Skirm, why?
Dermy.
Oh, Love and Monsters, no! Oh,
Oh my god.
This is what I see when Dermy takes her shirt off every time he does on
Where-
camera. That's exactly what I see.
Where did he get that Kenzo face in the middle? That's just
I don't
amazing.
think that's just pure pain.
that is disgusting.
That's amazing.
Jeremy, you got a few pimples there. You might need to pop those. It looks about ready.
I kind of want to.
Wait, hold on.
Again.
I think that Moz is in the upper left. I did
I
not
don't
see
know.
that.
I don't know. All I'm thinking is I want to go watch Love and Monsters again. Compared to what we're getting now, Love and Monsters is a masterpiece.
We got this one from CJP. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the savior of Star Wars, guys. Oh, what the hell? No, this is even worse. What did you do to her? This is worse.
Tina says they might need to take you to the doctor.
Yeah.
That is
me
good.
Sharing this again just to upset Art by Kenzo. Is that me on her face or who the fuck?
Yeah, that's you as Taylor Swift.
Oh man.
Dermy
Yeah.
Swift. Yep, that's about it.
Yeah.
Doctor, who's my bitch?
Oh.
And I had to, of course, I had to find the really sad David Tennant face.
Oh, nice. I like this one. It's my favorite meme of the day. I don't care.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why
Makes
this is your favorite meme of the day.
Makes you want to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Mom, I love you. I appreciate you. But yep, he's single. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna print this out, put this in my mirror, and yell at myself every day till I have that body.
For the free candy message, but fuck you all.
Wait, why is it in
Not
French?
French.
Because I don't know.
I'm not French, you stupid hoes. Hey, I'm a black girl with a goat. Black girl with a goat.
It's the new Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh man, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's right. Maz is a Make-A-Wish kid. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, nice. And look, Craig in the background over there.
Blackface ass.
Oh,
American Society of Magical. I don't know if we can say that word.
Oh my god.
End words.
I legitimately don't know if we could say that word. That becomes a problem.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have a giant marketing problem with that because I made a meme out of that and I sent it to Sheep being like, is this okay? And he goes, yeah, motherfucker, this is hilarious. But I didn't share it out just because I was like, well, this might go too far.
No, Superman. It means black in Spanish.
Your
Yes.
school photos
Yes.
on the shitter.
How did you guys know? This is why you don't take a poop at meetups.
I thought it was because of the butt fucking.
And then,
It's
you
Ryan
got,
and Jeremy.
Ryan. He take over.
100 years of Disney, everyone.
Thank you, core member. That's what I'm looking for.
Core member gig.
I want them dressed just like that.
What is this? What's going on here?
All it was stink, nasty, and wicked. All you need to live with the roaches in the darkness. New name for all you, Latrina and Latrinson. All it was stink.
Wait, what is the whole? What does it say?
One of these days, Dermot will have enough of being the butt of the jokes and will snap at us.
Oh, it's Dermy.
That may or may not have happened once or twice already.
Oh
Fuck you,
no!
Oh
Fuck you,
man,
X0. Fuck you.
cut Dermot.
Why is Maz? Why did you? I feel sorry for Maz in this. Why is he here?
Maz is
Light
everywhere. The
and-
best,
Yeah.
one of the easiest people to meme. He's like the Az of freaking the full Aussie. You can meme him on anything,
So does that mean I'm the as of freaking the Legion?
pretty much. Oh,
Oh no! Dolomite, why? Although this is very accurate. I'm happy I introduced Justin the whole Justin Bieber meme to Blabs. I'm super happy I began that. Best $2 I ever spent.
this is Extra Zero's favorite one. I guarantee it.
Should
Oh, yes, the small
And
slide.
Pop Up said, "What the fuck?"
Why wasn't I tagged in that? It's like you didn't want me to see it, Dolomite.
why?
Napoleon.
Oh,
I'm taller than Napoleon. I'm like the exact opposite of Napoleon.
Well, I mean, listen. To be fair, his height was one of the.
That's what listen. That's what I tell the
disinformation
girls when I pull
campaigns.
down my pants. It's in French inches, okay, not American. Oh god.
And what's this? Is it a video?
Oh,
or-
that's from
night.
our Beelzebub last night. We did ladies' night, and so I made like openings, and Paul put the music to it.
Oh
Oh,
man,
God.
Derby, what have they done to you, my boy?
We were
Derby,
talking
I
about
was saying you're a
cat.
big fat pussy.
We were talking about the furry people that took over the nuclear power plant and that they wanted cat ladies.
So we
yeah,
gave him a cat lady.
they wanted real life cat ladies.
I didn't know cats could be pedos.
Wait, what? You call me a pedo?
With that stash, yes.
It really looks like Wilford Brimley.
I am Venus.
And what's this?
What is
Hey,
this?
Oh, that's
and
that.
Paul-
Even though
Oh, poor Pop, poor Pop.
even though last night was ladies' night, it kind of became more of a gay club.
This is what happens when they go to Amsterdam, y'all.
We
The red
we
light,
started-
the blue light district is where they hang out.
we started like harassing poor Pop.
I feel so sorry for Pop here.
You're there
Listen,
too, buddy.
I'm
I
being
know
sexually
because we don't see what's going on below the thing, and I'm right there behind True Pop. Okay, that's all we can say. And I just want to, hey Pop, I just want you to know, I'm gonna hear you
Alpha
squeal
Zero
like a pig.
Omega. What the fresh hell is this?
I did not condone any of this.
That's what you say, but listen, I'm a gentle lover. Very gentle. Until I'm not.
We'll give
At
you bad. You
least
can
they're-
smell the loop.
At least Dermy's hydrating as he's.
Legion of
No, that's a
Memers
bunch of
Extra
lube.
Zero says Pop looks like he knows what's happening, but he's too afraid to speak.
You know, Pop's thinking. As to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
I'm more scared what Devil's about to do here.
Yeah.
We know what I'm
I'm-
doing.
Look at that face. I'm scheming.
Extra Zero, what we got left? It's lubricant. Oh my god! Oh!
Why does his belly look like Jabba the Hutt?
His boobs look like Jabba the Hutt.
Bring me Solo and the Wookiee.
Happy Thanksgiving. I have
Oh,
no idea what the
actually
hell
looks
that
good.
is.
That does
But
look
like,
good.
yeah, that
Is
look
that the
bad.
moist maker?
Oh Tris
my.
got you good,
Yeah.
man.
We got his face last night. We got it to do the
This is just on a roll today.
Yeah, blue pop. Nice.
Wonderful. Well done. Fantastically done.
I was asked boobs or ass, and I answered, and
You don't want fake asses? Is that what we're getting?
no, I am a
Ego
natural
pop.
connoisseur,
Yeah.
not a silicon connoisseur.
Taylor
what's-
Swift.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He's trying to head. Okay, I got it.
I think there's an extra chromosome in that picture.
Jeremy, your favorite superhero is here, and you can see yourself in it.
At least it
Well
looks
done, guys. Just check the hashtag. Because just so you know, guys, when you make memes, feel free to @ the Legion or hashtag. Check my latest. Thank you. Did we miss any? I don't want to miss any.
I don't think so.
I don't know what that
You've
is,
seen
but
that
that
one.
is pretty cool.
Mhm.
And
I know. What is this?
This one.
oh, because he went to Thanksgiving and everybody else around him was wasted.
Yeah.
So he
They
was
kept
like the
me
only
up
sober one.
till 6 a.m.
Well, first of all, those were some awesome memes, guys. Great work on it. Keep up the good job. I love it. Absolutely. Paula Dukin says, S tier memes today. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great job, guys. Keep up the great work. I love seeing it. Jeremy, I know you wanted to show us something.
Yeah,
Is that what your second screen is?
Yeah, this is just my my commercial that I made.
Okay, Extra Zero, can you bring up the second screen?
Maybe.
He's not going to do it because it's me. I get it, okay?
He doesn't know which one. Okay, there. He got it. He got it.
He
Go
had
get
it.
There you go.
Okay, so this is like we were talking about editing and stuff, and this is just the commercial I made for my coffee brand coffee thing. I put it at the end of all my videos. I'm gonna stop it before we get into me pimping my stuff out. But what's going on, guys? Listen, it's Christmas season coming up, and you know what makes great gifts? That's right, Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee makes wonderful gifts, and guess what? They don't just have great coffees, teas, and cocos. They also got gear. They got K
I
cups,
like your
and
addition
also
to the,
they got
to the
wonderful
website movement. That's a good idea, man.
Yeah, and this is pretty much all I did, and you can hear like the little Christmas music in the background. I just focused on making all this stuff first. I made the video first, and then I found the tune and everything. And I'm not going to continue on because I end up pimping out my own stuff. And
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I asked you to bring it up anyway, so.
Mhm.
But in any case, I think we missed one meme that Professor Savage Dad dropped. If you can bring that up, Extra
I'm
Zero.
terrified.
As I said, I don't want to miss any of them.
I'm scared.
Because you don't want to miss a meme.
Or I can just bring it up. It's a lot. Or no, he's got it.
Let's speak of
I can't even see it yet. Ah! Dermabetes.
Every time, like Dermy's like face is like up in the air, like at an angle, and then just like looking up towards the sky, and just like It's hilarious.
No, it's you're not getting it right. Okay, it's
Don't
okay. If you're gonna do my O face, do it right.
Thanks,
Okay.
Paul. I like my commercial too. Mine's just weird.
Yeah, you know what I love? First of all, shout out to Jeremy for giving small creators, this opportunity. There are not a lot of people out there that would, especially with the content most of us do. Brands would probably stay the hell away from us. So big shout out to you, man. Derby's looking directly in the camera and be like, yeah, he's talking about me, isn't he?
Yeah.
All busters exist. I can't deny it.
What happened last Ballbusters?
Well, I don't know how we got down on this path and everything, but we ended up talking about we started off talking about Dolly Parton and everything like that, and her magnificent jugs. And
Right.
somehow, somewhere down the line, Gal leaves. We didn't start talking about I don't really want to bring it up on here. People that do stuff with corpses.
Yeah.
we moved away from there.
Popping a cold one.
Yes. Would you do that to Dolly Parton? And then we started talking about the gay furry hacker group that commandeered that nuclear facility and held it for ransom until they started making real life cat girls. And we had a whole discussion about cat girls. And then we talked about Boogie. And oddly enough, the moment Gal leaves, everything went to shit. I don't know. Like it was a meme to begin with. Like she has to be there to make sure we don't get weird. We got weird without her the moment she left. We kind of need her.
So thank you guys again for all those memes, and big shout out to the channels that play our memes on their shows and enjoy it with us. I think a lot of the people in chat who make it so they can see our reactions. So we love the memes and we love seeing people react to them. Side Scrollers does it, the Full Aussie does it, Friday Night Tights, Adams, and so many other shows. So if you guys see that throughout the week, make sure to tag us and use that little clip thing on YouTube, and we'll definitely give it a shout out because we love channels who love what we do. So CJP, do you got anything new coming up this week?
I did just yesterday drop a new NES compilation of the entire soundtrack to the original Metal Gear, done in the GoldenEye style. And then on my show this week on Thursday, Desiree Wright's coming back because we had to start her visit short the last time. So I've got some new music and got some new guests coming. So
nice. So make sure you go subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and because YouTube is asshole, go follow him on
YouTube
Twitter.
is asshole.
Yeah,
go follow him on Twitter where you'll get the notification for sure.
And I'm like 70 subs away from monetization, and I'm only like 110 hours of watch time.
And CJP, if people want to use some of your music in their videos or memes, they can reach out to you on Twitter or email you from the YouTube.
Yeah, just either DM me on Twitter is the easiest way to get a hold of me.
And that's the great thing about this community. We have a lot of people who are creative that have let us use their stuff, but we did have a private conversation beforehand as to not piss off anybody. So if you're going to use it, just reach out and say, hey, I made this, what do you think, can I use it? And have fun with this. Most of us are pretty good unless you burn us. So Devil made me do it. What do you got going on this week, mate?
What do I got going on tomorrow? Next I got going over to Samuel's channel, Skinemax tonight, Engage tomorrow, Get Ranked tomorrow, the game stream tomorrow night, and then I'm everywhere on everybody's channel at some point during the week. Just look out for me.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Make sure to subscribe to your Twitter where everybody can get those notifications because you're on so many different channels.
Yeah.
So what's your Twitter handle?
Nalik3.
Okay, awesome. Derby, what do you got coming up this week, mate?
I'm gonna be doing 2 Doctor Who videos like right after this, talking my thoughts on the special that just came out. My God, am I still like furious? I'm gonna have to download it and everything like that so I can go through it. I will then be talking about the other special that came out yesterday, talking about both the Matt Smith era being CGI'd out for Shudigatwa. I will then be putting out 2 or 3 videos a week. I guess I might have to do a Eat Crow video because hey, the new Hunger Games movie is doing pretty damn well. Might break even. So hey, yeah, but Rachel Zegler is still box office poison. Streams Tuesdays, late night mayhem and everything like that. Ballbusters, come check me out. Oh, I will also be having a movie night somewhere tonight in my Discord. We'll do RRR.
Ours fantastic film. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it tonight. It's great. I love it. Alpha Zero Omega. Drop links in the chat. Pretty sure I'm sub to all of you on YouTube and Twitter. We will. I just did not prep it. Next time I'll have something where we can prep it. I do apologize for that. Just follow us on our Twitters for now, and I'll get those links for next time, or I'll put them in the description. We'll have a conversation about it later behind the scenes because I want to make sure I add everybody. True Pop Culture. What do you have going on this week, mate?
I have my show tomorrow around the same time. It's going to be a solo outing, unfortunately. I didn't manage to find any guests. As for our next character study, I don't know. I was planning to do. I was obviously planning to do it on Spider-Man, because I know a lot about Spider-Man. It's just about finding the right guests. I know Andrew, Caffeinated Wolf, was very so much nerding around with me, so might be him. I guess it remains to be seen what sort of guest you'll see on the channel. And yeah, I'm working on that Spider-Man analysis video. It's gonna take some time. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not going to come out tomorrow. Sorry, everyone, but I'll do my damn hardest to get it finished. Cheers.
Awesome, man. I True Pop Culture and I have known each other since like the conception of the Legion, and we've kind of grown in the same fashion. Like we've taken different paths, but I've seen the growth from where we began to where we are today. And I'm super proud of everybody in the Legion. You guys are absolutely rocking it, increasing your skills, making people laugh, and True Pop Culture. Your channel always gets a shout out on Friday Night Tights when you put out those videos. That is a great idea, and keep up the good work. I love seeing it, man.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Love you, True Pop. But I want to do a nice shout out because our one of our guys here is basically dead. R.I.P. Extra Zero. But check out Figure Action podcast every Thursday night. It's a wonderful show. Go check it out. Even though Extra Zero is dead,
No, he's just in the background. He's being the X-ray girl for the stream.
Dead.
But big shout out to him. He's been taking care of a lot of things in the background, and I always reach out to him to share ideas. There you go, Extra Zero. He's got you.
Can't see it.
Survive! What happens when your producer is a memer? Freaking king.
I wish we would have known he was sick. We could have done like in one of those in memoriam videos with like arms of the angel playing and him in the clouds.
Yeah, feel better, Extra Zero, and great, and thank you for taking care of everything in the background, man. The show would not be as efficient as it is without you, so I appreciate everything.
Watch Dark Knight Rises to get like motivated, and that chant is like survive as well. Survive.
It looks like Extra Zero is just in front of the background. I love it.
I can't
put my face on this. But I am Superman. If he wasn't scared of Green Rocks, leader, creator, and founder of the Legion of Memers. Right now, I'm taking on a lot of paid work, so I'll be a bit sporadic in what I normally do. I've had some life situations where I need to make sure that I keep everything going. But if you like the Legion of Memers, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to our Twitter, our YouTube, our Instagram. And next year, I hope to have some big plans, hope to make it to a meetup, and hopefully we grow the Legion to massive, massive heights with all your support and success, because there are consistent people on this show and in chat, and I appreciate you guys, and that's what I am thankful for, you guys. I appreciate everything you do. Other than that, thank you all for watching this show.
Why is Kinzo's head and Extra Zero's head bigger than our heads?
I have no idea.
Look at
because he has the fluff. He has the hair.
No, I'm talking about the actual logos. Like they're bigger.
Oh, Tris. Thank you for the reminder. She says, Soups, when are we getting merch? Well, I deal exclusively with Flagrant Triggers. And if you go to their website, Flagrant Triggers, they have shirts ready to go. They're still building up their store again. Something happened with the supplier, but hopefully soon we will have more than just shirts, because we do have shirts available on there. I do have to have a conversation with him and figure out, what products people like. Last time we had sweatpants, hats, sweatshirts. I want y'all to be comfortable, because what do memers do when they meme? They're pretty freaking comfortable. I look at all of us. Look at the top two. They're all wearing sweaters. So let's get some good stuff. So you can find that at Flagrant Triggers, and you can check out their Twitter as well. Great folks, and hopefully the store will be full back up and running in the next few months. But thank you guys all for your support, and we will see you next week. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, or late Thanksgiving.